EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
It's a gain of
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Block working out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
48 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Lock. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Down. 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long now for Lock and the Broncos following the sack. Lock going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's just going to dump this one up to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
The 36-yard line.
Brady going to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. That's right, left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a play fake. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now before this 2nd down play. We'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And his pass incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Brady to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be caught. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Raiders 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Complete.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. Locke throwing complete here to Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Judy. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 21-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now Locke again. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Brandon McManus to kick
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On second down now. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 24, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punting no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. The coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Brady. His throw is incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by Water out left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Randall Cobb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's locked. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now a kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
30-yard run.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Reception here by Rhodes. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, Brady. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Brady again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A 20-yard attempt.
Able to knock it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. Eluding the pressure right. Gets by him at the 25. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A final shot before half for Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Denver.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
The 32-yard line.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once again, it's Mostert. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. On play action, now Brady. He gets it over the middle of the and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
So on the big tight end.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, It doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and short. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Brady. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Block. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Block now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
At the 50-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running is Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Ball carrier. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
3rd and 4.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Locke working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Oh, he'll air this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by McManus is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run it. Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Jacobs now. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Brought down at the 23.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?